everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of the vlog. We are on our way training. First things first, we are both upset at the entire team because nobody else signed up. Going down as a one-man wolf pack by myself. Secondly, and in the meantime, I'll train with you guys. We're going to get better and do everything to help me bring home a gold. In the past, New York has been bad for me. I've gone down twice and I've lost in the first round twice. So we're going to try to change that. So today we're going to go train, and I hope you guys enjoy everything.
So, what's your plan?
To suck a little bit less.
Stand right here.
Oh, I'm in 5 people. And then the next week we have 20, so back home. By the way, this run by rank. So, spikes here, just grab here. Grip. So you grab, top's fine, bottom. I find wherever the nearest spot you can go to, if he's got a high grip on me, I'm gonna obviously go lower. And the thing is, once he gets a real good death grip, it's very hard to get this off. You gotta get this as he's initiating. So there you go. No, as you're initiating. That's the time to go, okay? Mike's got his grips. Pull this off, re-grip, okay? And if you can get an angle, guys, that's good, all right? Okay. Go down to the knee if you want. Got long arms, you don't have to. All right, let's do it.
Rather like inside or outside?
All right, assume the position, hooks in, seatbelt applied. Ready, go.
All right, guys, when you're fighting from the back, you want to attack the wrist, and then you want to get your back flat to the mat. You see me doing both of those things. He tries to set back over into mount. I block it. And then here, I'm going to turn in. He's going to step over. There's space. And I have his arm. But when I flip him over, I don't reach up because I can give an arm bar. I'm just going to take the half guard and turn him away from the wall here. So here, I'm just going to immediately start passing. I got the far side underhook, most important. Near side overhook. Pressure on the head on the mat. Kick his legs open. Fausta is pushing on my hip, doing the right thing. I'm going for a Dars. He's not letting me. Fighting. He's keeping his half guard. Applying more pressure. I get the side control again when he opens his legs up to try to buck me over. Again, pushing on the hips, and he has grips, so I can't just easily come back in. But here I'm going to threaten duel with the guillotine. If he turns into me, he gives it to me. If not, I'll take him out. He does. I go for it. My leg doesn't come over, he rolls. I just step over and abandon the guillotine, take them out. All right, so now we're in mount. We're just gonna keep pressure, keep our knees tight and everything else. Tap the teammate, let him know we're right behind us so we don't get kicked. Now, I've been trying to work the submission that we got from the Gabriel Goulart seminar a couple years back. I've not been able to get it. So I've been trying to set up my mounted triangles from it. I missed it, I went too far over. Fausta passes into the half guard. I keep my knee shield to keep him away. And we're just gonna fight, come back up. He goes to pass, and I push his arm past, and I just flip him over because he can't post. And that's gonna be the end of the round. I'm starting to set up a Kimura. But good job by him. All right, so now we're gonna restart the round. This time I get Fausta's back, and he's attacking the wrist and trying to put his back on the mat. But I'm going right after his collar, so it gives him something he has to really worry about. And right there, the old wrestling trick, the one-on-one, taking his wrist out. Lets me get the grip. Got my foot across. I'm just going to work the angle, get the leg over the shoulder, and I'm going to end up finishing this bow and arrow choke. All right, attempt number 2. We're doing the same thing. He's going after the wrist, but this time the way he's leaning, I know he's going for the other defense, putting the arm over. It puts him straight into the arm bar, and I just took advantage of that. Threw the leg over the head, and that was it. All right, third time's a charm. We go, he's attacking my wrist again. I get my grip, that one-on-one trick. That one-on-one trick's gonna give you the grip on the lapel almost all the time. But here I get kind of sloppy and I lose the control of the hips. And I try to turn it into a loop choke, and he comes out, throw up a triangle, but his head was too far back, couldn't get it. Now I'm just gonna push his knees, make sure he can't pass the guard. He goes for a high step over. Here I'm just gonna push his arm past, similar to an arm drag. I'm gonna work, end up on top, back in half guard. I turn my hips over. I'm starting to work on opening up his legs to pass, and just getting the grip on that pant leg. Just gonna wait until his legs separate and high step out. Take side control. His arms pinned to his chest. I'm gonna take the Kimura. Take my time. I'm in a position I don't have to rush. Up and over. Turn the hips and increase the power, and then get the tap right at the end of the round anyways. Great roll by Fausta. He put in a great effort and did a lot of things great in his defense as well. And I instantly have to start defending against Harrison. He's my next roll. All right, so we're gonna get started with Harrison. Always interesting watching this because of my wrestling background, and then he's also a judo black belt, so we have a different perspective on the game of jiu-jitsu. But because of his judo, his top pressure is incredible, so I usually play bottom, take the harder route here. But here he automatically pins my knee down and starts working for a collar choke. I'm defending by propping my hand on his elbow. He starts to pass. I come up, try to go for a single, can't get it. Scramble, end up in north-south. I'm trying to get a knee shield. He blocks it and pins my leg with his shin. I'm working, I'm trying to make some space. And right here you see he high steps over my leg, and the judo pressure right there, the shoulder pressure he has on my head there, I can't work. I'm trying to get some kind of separation. But he's totally got my head turning away, so my hips are out of the equation also. And here he's just going to slide his hand in for a baseball bat, turn his hips and drop the elbow. I'm trying to turn so he can't cut that angle, and I just can't get it. All right, we're going to go round number 2. We're grip fighting. Harrison instantly grabs the inside of the collar, and he's going to take bottom this time. And I'm working. I want to start passing, but I can't be too aggressive with the collar. He grabs my ankle. Falling. I'm trying to work on the pant legs. He still has my ankle. He finally lets it go. I'm trying to go for the Toriando and try to cut the angle. I get past the one knee, and he slides the knee back in and gets the other foot in between so I can't pass. Again, he grabs the collar. We restart, and I think he arm drags me and takes the side. And here, he's just pinning me down, and I'm trying every trick I know in the book to try to get myself out. I'm trying to buck. I'm trying to hook the leg. I've got the far wrist to try to knock him off balance. And I can't move him, so I'm working. Gonna build the frame, push the head, kick the legs over. Try to do that. Can't get him off that way either. We get into a scramble. He takes the back, but he doesn't get the one hook. So he does the smart thing and steps his foot all the way over, ensuring either the back or tech mount. I roll, give him the back. We're fighting. He takes the tech mount, and that's where the round's gonna end. Overall, it was a great class, and we're gonna get a couple more rounds in before we leave since it is a week before the tournament. Alright, so back to the roll. Working in Fausto's guard. Break the grips off. Both hands on the bicep. It's the only time you can have your hands up high safely. Stand up, one knee in the center. We're going to start breaking the guard. And I start to leg weave. I just lose my balance for half a second, and he pushes on the collar and stands up. Really well done. But he does give me the far side underhook. And so I'm working that. I'm trying to get a sweep. See me grabbing the ankle. Here, he's going to take my trick and go for the guillotine. But we're trying to go around. We're up against the wall. So I have to roll away, come back up. He gets overly aggressive, pushes himself too far and loses his balance. Reach inside, get the leg weave, get into side control, settle. Here we're just going to work. High step over, take them out. I'm going to be working for that submission again. I can't get it. Faust is pushing on my hips. I'm just going to grapevine and hold this position. Work the hand up. Try to go for an arm triangle. I missed that. I go to knee on belly. He pushes the foot down. Nice. Takes the half guard. Good job recomposing. Fighting. I'm going to start trying to pass again. Just going to grab the far ankle. And as soon as he tries to buck or anything, he takes that high step out again. Pressure on the hips. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too difficult. He gives me the back with the hooks. I tell him to rotate away from Professor. Restart. Working the collar again. It's almost another bow and arrow. I'm just going to loop the lapel around. Take that submission again.
Number one rule of Jiu-Jitsu. Never roll my glass.
Oh.
It's like old
Go with Kyle, man.
we have conflicting golden rules.
Alright, so we're going to end the day with Iron Mike. Always a tough roll with him. Super strong, super technical. I get up on top. I'm trying to work his ankle to pass. I get it. I secure the hips. I go into mount. He pushes me up, and he manages to get his feet. Usually I can flatten out and avoid this. Gets his feet in. He's going to come out the back. We're going to scramble. I'm going to pin his foot. I'm going to take side control. But he grabs my lapel, and he turns my shoulders. So now I can't settle, and I can't turn into the direction I need to. So I need to roll with him, which he sets up into a triangle beautifully. Right now I've got to worry about a triangle choke. He's got the lapel. He's going for the Bravo. And of course he can always attack the arm locks and wrist locks from here as well. So he's working. I'm just keeping my hands clasped, waiting for an opening. Just fighting, trying to avoid all the submissions. He's looking for any opening he can get. My arm's not across, so he can't finish the triangle.
They're clasped. He can't finish the armbar. My wrists are together. Just defending and waiting for an opportunity. But he beautifully transitions to the omoplata. I try to high step around. He doesn't get it. He flattens me out. So one last effort. I'm going to step up and try to roll underneath. And I try to come back up, but he comes back up the omoplata. Roll again. This time he posts with his forehead. And here my arm is totally isolated. I can't move my hips anymore. And he's just going to work. I think he gets a Kimura / wrist lock on me. And that's how he gets that submission. So we're going to restart. We're going to work. Fight for our grips as usual. I come around. This time where Mike's full guard. He gets a grip on the collar. So I need to worry about that. I'm going to slowly but surely try to break it. Keeping myself safe in the process. Don't want to give him the easy collar choke. I don't want to give him anything. Throws his legs up. Gonna set back and try to pass. He almost put me in another triangle. I stack him up, and that's right when time runs out. Always a great roll with Mike, and it's definitely a good way to end the day.
Yeah, I did it once. But I couldn't recompose. You threw like a triangle.
I just started singing it while I was doing it.
And then you use that
That's sick.
Alright, don't forget guys, check out our gym at Saratoga Alliance. Check out Deepwater Fightwear for any rash guards you or your team might need. And that's it for this episode guys. Like and subscribe. See ya!